Good morning, everybody. Today we will be discussing vocabularies related to sleep. So, the first vocabulary is toss and turn. So, this is the vocabulary toss and turn. Toss and turn means to move about from side to side or turn a lot in bed. That is known as toss and turn. So, the sentence is why you are tossing and turning is because you are unable to sleep. So that is the term for toss and turn. Okay, because you are turning from side to side or turn a lot in bed. So I was tossing and turning all night. I was tossing and turning all night. So the next sentence is you feel as if you have been tossing and turning all night and waking up feeling worn out. So if you wake up in the morning, you feel worn out. So because you didn't slept a lot. Okay. You were tossing and turning all night, entire night. So the next sentence is pill popping. So what do you mean by that? So taking the medicine, that is known as pill popping. So go out like a light. Go out like a light means to go to sleep very quickly or to become unconscious very quickly. So that is known as go out go out like a light. To go to sleep very quickly or to become unconscious very quickly, that is known as go out like a light. So be in the land of living. So it's be in the land of living means it's a humorous way to say to be awake or to be alive. So in order to say in a funny manner to be awake or to be alive, so we can say to be in the land of living. So the sentence is she was partying till the early hours, so I don't imagine she will be in the land of the living before lunchtime. So she was partying till the early hours, so I don't imagine she will be in the land of living. She will be alive. Okay. She will be alive before lunchtime. I was hoping to speak to Clara. Is she in the land of living? Do you know? So is she in the land of living? In the land of living. So next vocabulary is lie in. So lie in means, not the spelling, to stay in bed later than usual in the morning. So that is known as lie in. It was a Sunday, so she could lie in till almost lunchtime. So it was a Sunday, so she could lie in till almost lunchtime. So lie in. Next vocabulary is sleep in. So next vocabulary is sleep in, which means to sleep until later in the morning that you usually do. So that is only the lie in also. Sleep in also has the same meaning. I usually sleep in on Saturdays. Or you can say I usually lie in on Saturdays. So later in the day after a period of work, someone may desire to put their feet up. So what do you mean by put their feet up? To sit down, which means to sit down and relax. Sometimes their feet raised off the ground, to put their feet up. So the sentence is, it's been a long day. I'm going to go home and put my feet up. It's been a long day and I'm going to go home and put my feet up. So this is known as putting your feet up. In the evening, someone who is about to go to bed may use the informal phrases. So informal phrases like hit the sack or the hay. So the sentence is hit the sack or the hay. I have got to get up early tomorrow, so I am going to hit the sack. So in the evening, someone who is about to go to bed may use this phrase. So hit the sack or hit the hay. So these are the pictures for hit the sack.
Hit the sack.
So you can say call it a day, go to sleep or go to bed. Okay, so the pictures are hit the sack, or you can say call it a day. I have got to get up early tomorrow, so I am going to hit the sack. I have a busy day, so I think I will hit the sack. So you can, or otherwise you can say call it a day. They may also announce that they are turning in for the evening or night. So one more meaning, vocabulary is turn in for the evening or night. Turning means to go to your bed in order to sleep. So again I am getting sleepy and I think I will turn in. So that is the in simple words turn in. So I am going to turn in for the night. I am quite tired. I am going to turn in for the evening or for the night. I am quite tired. I think I am going to turn in for the night. I have busy day tomorrow, so I think I will hit the sack. So anything you can say, I will hit the sack, I will call it a day, turning it for the night, or I will hit the sack, or I will hit the hay. So if you want to talk about how deeply you sleep, you can say that someone sleeps like a log. Sleeps like a log. They sleep well, which means they sleep well, not waking at all for a long period. So that is known as sleep like a log. So I slept like a log last night. I didn't even hear the rain. So I slept like a log last night. I didn't even hear the rain. So one more thing is out for the count or dead. Again, which means sleeping heavily. So it looks like Tom's out for the count. Tom's out for the count. By the time I came to bed, you were dead to the world. Dead to the world. So out for the count or you were dead. So let's look at any pictures.
Out for the count.
So this is not be out for the count. So it also has a meaning like unconscious. So it's like if next vocabulary is, next idiom is, if someone goes out like a light, they start to sleep immediately. Goes out like a light. As soon as my head hit the pillow, I went out like a light. As soon as my head hit the pillow, I went out like a light. Sadly, if we are not able to sleep, we can say someone who doesn't sleep a wink, doesn't sleep at all, doesn't sleep a wink. So someone who doesn't sleep a wink, which means doesn't sleep at all. I didn't sleep a wink last night with all the noise next door. So you can say I didn't sleep a wink. I didn't sleep a wink. I didn't sleep a wink last night with all the noise next door. So toss and turn already discussed if they are not able to sleep properly. I was tossing and turning all night worrying about the interview. I was tossing and turning all night worrying about the interview. So finally, if you are talking humorously about beauty sleep. So beauty sleep means in order to feel and look healthy and attractive, that is known as beauty sleep. So these are vocabularies which I had collected from like a podcast and all. Taking pills, so it's related to sleeping problems. Taking pill, especially when this is a habit or when they have. Okay, taking pills. So first vocabulary is taking pill. Head hits the pillow. Sleep lightly, awake and alert. Dose of sleeplessness. Then it results are pressure, anxiety and job. It's difficult to switch off. It's difficult to switch off. Another problem is no time to sleep. So work encroached leisure time. Or you can say work encroached sleeping time. Gradually take over. Then sleepwalk, sound sleep. Drink alcohol on top of that, which means on top of medicine. Then taking alcohol, that is aggravating, increasing the problem. So I would like to show you this. This is a reading section. So we will look at the vocabularies related to sleep. So are you one of those who toss and turn? So who can't sleep at the night? Unable to sleep, unable to get to sleep. Although many people who have sleeping problems, either chronic, it could be sleeping problems, it could be either chronic or occasional. Automatically reach for occasional, spelling of occasional, double C and one single S. Automatically reaching for sleeping pills. So automatically reach for sleeping pills. When they sense a difficult night ahead, so if they feel a difficult night ahead, they automatically reach for a sleeping pill. And a number turn to natural remedies which are not only cheaper but safer in the long run. Safer in the long run. So better alternative is natural remedies. Most poor sleepers will at some point have tried the well-known trick of consuming a hot drink such as milk before going to bed. So these are the points which you can discuss at the time, especially for speaking. But few are aware of the more unusual folk remedies that can help them on their way to a restful night sleep. So the vocabularies are restful night sleep. One effective remedy involves very cold water over the forearms. So it's like a cold water over the forearms and lower legs for several minutes just before hopping into bed. Hopping into. So the one vocabulary is hopping into bed. The shock of the cold followed by the warmth of the bed relaxes the body and leads to drowsiness. Another unusual, so it's like unusual folk remedies, unusual approach has to do with eating or more precisely chewing. Eating an apple just before bedtime, taking particular care to chew the peel slowly and thoroughly can help eyelids droop. The reason? Apple peel contains a natural substance which includes relaxation. Not only that, the chewing action is relaxing in itself. So relaxing in itself. So it's emphasizing on that itself means it's emphasizing on the chewing action. Other than that, meditation, stretching. So other remedies are meditation, stretching, reading, and even walking around prove helpful for many people. In short, there are many ways to avoid the pill popping route. So that's the vocabulary, pill popping route. And if all else fails, this is a phrase, you can always try counting sheep. So counting sheep is also a method. So there are in this reading itself we are discussing several vocabularies like pill popping route, counting sleeps, then folk remedies, unusual approach. So these are the discussion. So if in case if you are preparing for an examinations and in case if you are finding difficulty, at that time you can really do like that. Instead of praying like help me in the examination, you can just pray like this. You can just pray like this. If suppose for in your case if use of English or grammar is difficult, you can say help me with that particular module. Or like if part A or part 1 is difficult, then take that matter to Jesus and tell that my part 1 is difficult and pray for that. So more than doing several times, if you get that, if you grasp that idea, that will be better quite often. So thank you.